Most HazCom programs don't fail audits. They fail the manufacturing margin war. And that happens long before an auditor ever shows up at a plant. Most manufacturers are bleeding cash through their SDS binders without even realizing it, to the tune of up to $16,550 per violation. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. HazCom isn't just compliance paperwork. It's an operational system. When that system breaks, it doesn't just create risk. It quietly drains margins through unbudgeted rework and preventable compliance gaps. The worst part, most of those costs never get traced back to hazard communication. If it's not audit ready, it's already costing you. I've seen this multiple times across multiple operations in my 23 years in EHS. But by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where most HazCom programs leak and how to fix yours before it costs you another dime. Your procurement team is accidentally writing checks to the government right now. Step one, you have to rid yourself of the buy now, ask later culture. If a chemical hits your dock before it hits your desk, you've already lost control of your program. Most managers think the risk is on the floor. It's not. It's in the PO. Every unreviewed substance is a phantom liability waiting to trigger a surprise during your next audit. And I'm not talking about the good sort of surprise. Take a simple solvent swap. Procurement saves $200 on a new vendor, but brings in a chemical that requires a $5,000 ventilation upgrade or a hazardous waste profile change. That's not saving money. That's an unforced error. The profit angle here isn't compliance. It's stopping unplanned rework that quietly bleeds your overhead dry before the first bottle is even opened. Now, you can waste the next 4 weeks building a gatekeeper system from scratch, or you can install mine in 10 minutes. My Quick Start Hazard Communication Bundle gives you the exact written program, implementation forms, and training slides I use to plug margin leaks for small and mid-sized manufacturers. It's not just a manual. Click the link below to get the operational blueprint to stop those $10,000 plus fines before they hit your P&L. Step two, you have to audit the hazard before you permit the process. Most manufacturers stop at the SDS. That's a rookie mistake, and it leaves your margin wide open. Under the 2024 updates, OSHA is doubling down on hazardous byproducts, the stuff that your process creates that wasn't in the original bottle. If you aren't capturing those side effects early, your budget is going to take a hit that you never saw coming. Think about it. You bring in a new resin, but the curing process off-gases a regulated toxin. You didn't assess for that on day one, so now you're looking at a last-minute ventilation retrofit that costs 5 times more than the planned install. The profit angle here is total cost of ownership. Early assessment isn't just safety paperwork. It's an insurance policy against the emergency fix-it fees that drain your quarterly profits. Step 3, your SDS catalog is either an asset or a tax on your overhead. Most manufacturers treat their chemical inventory like a junk drawer. If your SDS catalog hasn't been audited since 2022, you're not just likely out of compliance. You're probably carrying dead capital on your shelves. Expired substances, redundant chemicals, and unmapped hazards aren't just safety risks. They're dollars sitting on the shelf that you can't use and you can't easily write off. When your inventory is a black hole, your procurement costs skyrocket because you're panic buying what you already have but can't find. The profit angle here is waste elimination. A centralized, accurate inventory stops the redundant purchasing and disposal fees that quietly siphon off your month-end EBITDA. Step 4, you have to label correctly every single time, or you're just inviting a stupidity tax onto your floor. Most manufacturers think GHS compliant labeling is just a chore for the safety committee. It's not. It's the final barrier between a smooth shift and a catastrophic financial rework event. When secondary container hits the floor without a workplace label, you aren't just out of compliance. You are creating a mystery liquid that eventually leads to contaminated batches or expensive hazardous waste disposal fees because no one knows what's in the jug. Mismanagement here doesn't just trigger fines, it triggers friction. It forces your most expensive supervisors to stop what they're doing to play detective. The profit angle here is operational fluidity. Correct labeling protects your margins by eliminating the investigation time and the chemical waste that happens when your system lacks basic visual discipline. Step 5, you have to solve for the exceptions before they solve for your quarterly bonus. Most manufacturers have a solid business as usual process, but business as usual isn't where your margin leaks. It's the non routine tasks that kill your EBITDA. Whenever an employee handles a chemical outside of their standard SOP or faces a new hazard during a maintenance shutdown, you are at your highest financial risk. If you aren't doing a pre-task hazard review on these one-offs, you're essentially gambling with your operational budget. One simple tank cleanout gone wrong can lead to a week of remediation costs that weren't in the budget. The profit angle here is risk containment. Standardized training for non-routine work prevents unforeseen incidents that only show up on your P&L after the damage and the cost is already done. Step 6, you have to verify the system actually works or you're just paying for an expensive hallucination. Most manufacturers view inspections as compliance busy work that pulls the supervisor away from the line. That's a fundamental misunderstanding of your risk profile. An audit isn't a gotcha for the safety committee. It's a profit protection tool. If you're not catching a labeling error or a missing SDS during a 5-minute internal walkthrough, you're waiting for an internal auditor to find it for you at a massive markup. The profit angle here is early detection. Catching a $50 administrative gap today prevents a high-ticket regulatory correction next quarter. Everything we just walked through, the approvals, the SDSs, the labeling, the non-routine tasks, and training, is a phantom system until you anchor it in writing. That's step 7. Most manufacturers think a written program is a check-the-box requirement for the auditor. It's not. It's an operational contract that ties your margin protection together. Your written program is how you prove to the world that you actually manage your chemicals. It's how you document contractor communication and confirm that your SDSs are actually accessible to the people who need them. If you don't have this documented, you don't have a system. You have a series of lucky guesses. And in a manufacturing environment, lucky guesses are high-ticket liabilities just waiting to happen. The profit angle here is systemic stability. If it's not written down, it doesn't exist. And invisible compliance gaps are just invisible profit drains on your P&L. We've just exposed the hidden financial leaks in your HazCom system, from the buy it now, ask later procurement traps to the mystery liquids that are draining your EBITDA. Let's quickly recap. Number 1, captured new and modified substances. Number 2, perform your hazard assessment and update your controls as needed. Number 3, keep your SDS catalog and chemical inventory current. Number 4, establish workplace labeling. Number 5, don't neglect non-routine work and training. Number 6, conduct compliance checks and inspections. Number 7, develop your written program anchor. Now, most consultants will tell you that safety is a priority. They're wrong. Priorities change. Systems don't. If you're still managing all of this on a wing and a prayer, you aren't just out of compliance. You're leaving money on your shop floor. You can spend the next month trying to patch all of these holes yourself, or you can download my Quick Start Hazard Communication Bundle right now. It's the fastest way to turn your HazCom from a liability into a stabilized asset by using a systems approach. The link is below. You can also access my business leaders EHS resource vault for free tools like my hidden margin leakage scorecard and Safety Docs quick check while you're there. Complacency is the real enemy of your P&L. To transform EHS into a strategic profit engine, you don't need more awareness. You need repeatable, aggressive systems that defend your margins every single day. Now, this video just scratches the surface on HazCom as a financial lever. If you want to dig deeper, specifically how hazard communication strategies can boost your production uptime, watch the video on your screen now.